Let's have a look now at the configuration window of the Concatenate node. Here I have two data sets. The first data set contains sales between the years 2008 and 2011, and the second data set contains the same sales but only for the year 2011. So what I want to do, I want to put together these two data sets and I want to put them in a time order. I want to sort them by time. So here I have this date that in this case goes between 2008 and 2011. And here I have this other date which is only for 2011. So I want to combine together these two data sets, keeping the same structure and just increasing the number of rows of the first data set with the second data set. So let's use the concatenate node. I connect the first node with the first input port, the second node with the second input port. Now I open the configuration window. The configuration window has only really three options. So the first option is what I do with rows that have the same row ID, a non-unique row ID. Since I use two different data tables, it can happen that some rows have the same row ID. If that's okay, because they come from two different data sets but the row ID is not important, then I just append a suffix. But if that's not okay, because, for example, the row ID is a progressive identification number and it comes with time, then in this case, I can say either skip rows because they are duplicate or just fail execution because that's an error that is not supposed to happen. In our case, the row ID doesn't mean anything, so I just append the suffix DAP. The second option is what I do with the columns. Do I use the intersection of columns, so I keep only the common columns, or do I use the union of columns, so I keep all the columns independently from the fact that they are common or not? And then the third option is about enabling highlighting. Let's use the union of column and let's see what happens. So the first data table has product, country, date, quantity, amount, and card. Remember card. Now the second data table has date, amount, quantity, insurance, country, and I think that's it. And product. Insurance was not in the first data set and card is not in the second data set. So let's see what happens here. If I check the result of the concatenation, I have the first data set here with all the dates between 2008 and 2011, and then I have the second data set here with all the dates 2011. The row ID were repeated, so the second data set has all DAP suffixed row IDs, and the two non-common columns, card and insurance, are both present because I took the union of columns, but card is completely filled with missing values for the second data set, and insurance is completely filled with missing values for the first data set. Let's now use another concatenation, this time using the intersection of columns. So same options, only we use the intersection of columns. Okay, let's execute. Let's check the results. And now in the result, we can see that both columns, card and insurance, have been eliminated. They are not there anymore.